the new Creations shop. This is new, right, Jen? This Creation shop? I can't keep track of anything anymore. Anyway,
yes, it just
there's
opened.
a Creation shop that
Last
just
week.
opened. And then over here is Flavors from Fire. Now at Flavors from Fire, we ordered the swine brine. The swine brine is not at all what we expected.
Nope.
And we had no idea what it was. It's a bourbon-based drink.
Yes.
And what else? There's some...
Apple cider in it.
Yeah.
Mustard.
It said it tasted like mustard. Anyway, and then we thought it came with a little piggy on top, but it's like a spare rib. It's like an actual rib that you eat.
Okay, so this is either going to be really good or really bad.
All right, so give it a try. Let's see what you think.
I can't drink it with this pig.
Well,
it looks like a pig foot.
It's a swine brine.
Wow.
Tastes good?
Hold on. That is surprisingly really good. It's like if you took apple juice and you squirted mustard into it.
Really?
I know that sounds disgusting, and I can't even taste the bourbon.
Well, that doesn't make it sound very
Okay,
appealing.
you need to. I really like that.
Really? Okay,
Yes,
let me
I like
give it
that
a try.
lot. It's very refreshing.
I taste apple.
I distinctly taste the mustard.
I get more apple than mustard.
Really? What do you think of it, though?
It's good, it's sweet. I don't taste any bourbon at all.
I think it's totally refreshing. I'm not eating that pig thing. Is it good? No. I don't.
It's just a spare rib. No, actually, it's not too bad.
Well, good, then you can eat it. I would like more of that drink. What?
Cheers.
Cheers.
So, Jen, I have another question for you.
Are we at the Contemporary?
I'm like, what are you talking about? Oh, yes, now I know what you're talking about. Yes, Jen, I have a question for you.
So, we just walked inside Creations.
The new Creation shop right there. They just redid the whole thing, right? Brand
It
new
just
shop.
reopened, what, a week or two ago?
A week? Yeah,
So
whatever.
Matt, our son Matt and Timmy were just in there. Timmy was in there 2 weeks ago and said it smelled like sewage. Matt was in there last week and said it smelled like sewage, and we were just in there and it smells like sewage. Just let us know if any of you have experienced that. Do you think Creations literally smells like sewage? Because
Do you think
it's
that-
disgusting.
There's no thinking about it. It does.
and we can smell it through our masks.
Yeah, it's an absolute fact. They built Creations on a septic tank because it smells like sewage. Okay, I don't know if that's a fact, but the fact is that it does smell.
Ew.
Oh. Crowds have definitely picked up.
It is really crowded now.
Yeah, so it's almost 4 in the afternoon, and definitely a difference compared to just even an hour ago.
Do you think maybe there's a new fireworks show premiering tonight?
And do you think that people hopped over after 2 o'clock?
Yes.
Yep,
Most
to both.
definitely. Yes. Yes.
Just touch base really quick. We are in Morocco. We are sitting outside of Tangerine Cafe. We're right across from Spice Road Table. And we stopped in because there is, if you can see this, and it is plugged into that. So, just in case if you are in need of a power outlet, perhaps maybe you've used your cell phone a little too much during the day, answering social media questions and comments, and you need to charge your phone, this would be a good place. There are tables and chairs set up, and not only is it good to sit and relax, it's covered, there's a fan, it's nice and cool, you can charge your phones, and you can, there's Jen, you could people watch.
Because Joe didn't preserve the battery on his phone. We have to sit here and wait for him to charge his phone.
Me? Yeah, I'm not the social media person in the family here. In our little business arrangement, Jennifer does all the social media. I am just the videographer and the editor and the director and the star. Anyway, yes, I am also the person who forgot to pack the charging brick, so there is that too. But it is a good way to just kind of rest and relax and people watch. We're just kind of watching as people walk on by. So consider this a public service announcement from Jen and Joe on the go. If you need to charge your phone, come on over here and stick it in the wall. All right, so we're back to give a little quick recap on Epcot.
Because we forgot to do that last night because we got in so late because we stayed for Harmonious.
Yeah.
And it was just absolutely crazy.
Yeah, it was, by the time we got it back to the hotel room, it was late, past 10:30. So we were more tired than we forgot. It's just like, let's do it tomorrow. So, but overall, the day at Epcot, we got in there early and stayed the whole day.
And that's something we don't normally do.
Yeah. But it was a lot of fun to do it. The weather really was nice. The crowds were really low. We were able to pretty much walk on everything.
We did.
So,
I don't think we waited for anything except maybe Frozen was a 20-minute wait, but it was a continuous moving line.
Yeah, I don't even know if it was even that long.
Yeah, maybe not have even been that.
That was the whole thing. The lines kept moving. So some of the wait was just walking through
onto
the
the
line.
ride, yeah. Walking through the queue.
Overall, everything was really nice. We had a really nice day. We didn't do a lot with food and wine. We didn't stop at, we did one booth, really. But the rest we had reservations, including Space 220, which we had talked about that unfortunately was canceled because they had a media event. But we did book it again, so we're going to get in there, at least try to get in there on Sunday. So we'll see how that goes. But
unless
otherwise,
they cancel us again.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. But it was a really nice day. And then with Harmonious, I know we did a whole separate video on Harmonious, but just to talk about that briefly, now that it's, the next day.
And we've had time to process it.
Yeah. So, it was good. We really did like the show.
But I can see why not everyone would.
Right.
And I don't think it's there's positives and negatives.
Yeah. So the positives is that it was really nice, the whole theme with the music. And the music is done in different languages because it's the recognizable songs from the different movies, but done in different languages as well as English to kind of thread everyone together, right? Put us all together. The music brings us all together. The fireworks were, I thought, fantastic. The fireworks themselves were really nice.
And it's got a lot of lasers and water shooting here and there.
The lights,
but it's just that monstrosity that I like to refer to as the mechanical Ursula.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't like it during the day, and I wasn't that blown away by it at night. I like the fireworks and the music more.
So I think that once it's lit up and is part of the show, it is impressive. There's no question about the fact that it's impressive.
It is.
But is it? No, I think it is, because it's when the lights are on and everything. But is it worth ruining Showplace Lagoon?
No.
That's kind of what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
When we went on the tour and the tour guide explained that they designed Epcot in a way where if you are standing here, you're going to see over there, and there's a reason for it.
And everyth's going to be streamlined.
And it's laid
to
out.
To blend in to the different countries.
It was well thought out and laid out specifically in a way.
Yes.
And so now if you're standing over here and you want to look over there.
I just think it's a giant monstrosity, and I hate it during the day. I'm not a fan.
Yeah.
I'm sorry
yeah.
for those of you who do would like it.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know. And at night, I mean, it's a nice part of the show, but I would rather have just had the music. And someone just walked in our room. It was housekeeping, Joe. Okay, so I'm so sorry that we ended the last video abruptly. We were recording on our balcony at Wilderness Lodge, and I saw somebody walk into our room, and at first I panicked because I'm like, why is someone walking into our room? But then I realized it was housekeeping.
Well, before Jen realized it was housekeeping, Sicilian Joe jumped up and ran. It was like, who in the hell is in our room? And what is going on? But it was all good.
It was good. We just had a very small issue with the room, and Disney was actually delivering us a box of chocolates from the ganachery.
Yeah, I know. So the whole thing with Disney, whenever there's an issue or a problem, for us, they've always taken care of it. So we never ever be melodramatic about any kind of issue or problem that we might occur. We'll talk to somebody about it so that they can improve it for other guests. That's the way we've always approached it.
Right.
We've experienced this. We want you to know so that way any other guests that are coming in will potentially possibly not experience the same thing.
So if you happen to have a problem with your room at Disney
or anything, anywhere,
don't scream and yell at management or the cast members. Go up to them very politely, and I guarantee they will make things right and take care of you, because they totally did for us.
Right, and we weren't expecting a little box of chocolates, but they brought it anyway. So I know. So anyway, so that was that. But to finish our thoughts about Epcot now, we kind of left off.
Harmonious.
Yes, I think we left off. I got to see how I'm going to splice all this together, but we left off talking about Harmonious. So overall, we both thought it was a good show. It was so visceral that as soon as it was over, we thought, wow, right? But having thought about it for a little bit now afterwards, we had a couple thoughts, a couple little. So
there's no storyline to the show, and the music is basically the same as Happily Ever After, just updated, which I'm fine with, because I like Happily Ever After.
Yes, and there were different versions of it, different languages, and what I read actually afterwards was that they chose languages based upon the different countries in Epcot. So there's French. The Aladdin was themed more for Morocco. There was Coco, so for Mexico. So they chose countries that are represented in Epcot. And I really liked the music a lot. I thought the different versions of the different songs and the different languages really worked, because there was a thread going through saying music brings us all together.
But to wrap it up, and we will get a better view of this show tomorrow, because we're doing a dessert party at Spice Road Table. But just from our initial thoughts, I'm not that impressed with it. It's nothing that blew my mind. I like the music. I do not like the mechanical Ursula in the middle of World Showcase Lagoon. I don't care for it. Other people may really like that, and that's great. I personally think it just totally takes away day and night from the sightlines of the lagoon and the countries around World Showcase.
So what the tour guide told us when we did the Epcot tour almost a couple of years ago was that Epcot was meticulously planned so that if you stood here and you looked over there, you had an unobstructed view line, and they planned what you were going to be looking at.
And everything melded and blended into each other to represent those certain countries.
Right.
So I'm not a fan.
So we think Ursula is taking away from all of that, and I don't think that what Ursula provided actually overrides or supersedes what the original plan for Epcot was. And it doesn't make the show better because of it. You know what I mean? I mean, it takes away too much. It takes away more than it gives. So, I mean, was the show good? Yes. Was I blown away?
No.
And I think ultimately, a couple days later, it's just I don't like that all that monstrosity in the middle of the lagoon. I just don't like it.
I don't either.
And it takes away from it.
So anyway, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell because you don't want to miss any of the next Jen and Joe on the go action. And look forward to our Spice Road table dessert party where we will be able to have a better viewpoint of the show. And maybe our opinion will change, but first impressions, it was just okay.
I mean, my impression is music, fireworks, the overall visceral spectacle of it is fine, but it does not, it's not better than what is left there. Take everything out of the lagoon during the day and bring it in at night.
Right.
Yeah. So, anyway. All right, that's it.
More of our day to enjoy.
That's it. Well, at least we finally got this video wrapped up. We will talk to you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.